guys, it's Janice and
Shawn
from Ozark Family Homestead, and our plan for today's video is, it's been a little while since we did a Q&A, a question and answer video, and these are the ones where Shawn has kind of taken over the comment section at this point. He is policing the comment section, and as he's doing that, he uses his handy dandy notebook and he writes down questions that you guys might have. So what we've done in past videos is he goes through and he says, so-and-so asks this question, and
so yeah,
one of us will give an answer.
Yeah, and it's almost like an interview.
Interview.
So I have the questions, where the question comes from, and throw them out here and try to answer them, hopefully.
Because I don't have as much time to type out answers.
Yeah, there's no way we can, and we're not going to be able to cover every single question that was given. It's just I'm going through, I'm trying to jot them down as I can, and we'll try to hit some of them. And a lot of times we get basically the same question repeatedly. We
should do a video of the most frequently asked questions and just like pin it up there so that those are covered. So that's an idea, maybe. Now, you did also come up with some analytics. Some of you like hearing who's watching our videos, you know, where they're located at, the age, the other channels. Did you look at that kind of stuff?
Because the other channel thing didn't change.
Oh, it's the same.
Pretty much the same channels as always.
We thought about maybe halfway through the questions, plugging some analytics in there just to break it up a little bit. So that's the plan for today's video. I guess we will go ahead and get started
on some of these questions.
Here we go.
Okay, so Alexis asked, how do you keep up with your inventory? Notices that always keeps this an adequate supply. How do you make sure it's not, you're getting into the older stuff? What's your system?
Like my stockpile of food and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so I kind of enjoy the whole, it's kind of like managing a supermarket. And so it's a first in, first out rotational system. Whenever we buy things from the store, before we put things away, we'll get a Sharpie and mark the expiration date on it. So June of 2028, we'll put 6-28 on the can or the box in Sharpie. And then when we go to put it away, we put it to the back of the rest of the pile. So the oldest things, the things that need to be used up first, are in the front. The date is there in Sharpie to remind us, just in case things might get shuffled around or whatever. But that is what I do. Even in non-food items, like the laundry detergent sheets and things like that, I want to make sure I'm using the oldest ones first, so they are in the front of the stockpile and new things get put in the back. And even children putting things away, they know the system at this point. They're old enough to where they get it, and they know to mark the items and where to place the items. So one thing I have learned over the years, and I thought about making a video about things I've learned over the years, mistakes I've made. One of the biggest ones is canned goods. For me, and with the quantity that I buy for this family, buying them a flat at a time works best. Before, I would buy, you know, I used up 4 cans last month, so I bought 4 cans to replace those.
That becomes cumbersome when you're trying to arrange it. Yeah.
I had to shuffle everything around in the flats. Now I will keep, let's say, 4 flats of canned corn. When a flat is empty, I buy a whole new flat,
so
and we shuffle.
You always have 3 to 4 flats on hand.
Yes. So that's how it's working around here, and it seems to be working okay.
So Nancy asks, how do you freeze dry avocados?
Okay.
Or let's talk about the freeze dried avocados.
So I have freeze dried avocados.
Yes, you have.
Do you remember this?
Oh, yes.
Last year, it was probably about this time last year, avocados went on a great sale at 10 bucks, and I bought 2, I think I bought 2 cases. I think it's on video. So
and then, like, yeah, I had to bring them from the back and all that. Yeah.
Yes, they brought them from the back, special for me. There's a lady that wants to buy 2 cases of avocados. Okay, because I have big plans. you can freeze dry. What we did is we made guacamole. Big, huge batches of guacamole, put them in the freeze dryer, freeze dried them, came out, beautiful, powdery, shelf-stable guacamole.
Looked pretty.
Yes, it does look so pretty. And I have jars of freeze-dried guacamole on the shelf in there. We have gone to use it. If you use this is our experience. Okay, maybe we're doing something wrong. If you use the freeze-dried guacamole in like the first 10 minutes of reconstituting it with water or lemon juice, it's great.
But at 11 minutes.
It goes downhill so quickly. It starts getting, it turns a darker color and stuff like that, which normal guacamole does.
Yeah.
But I feel like even the taste, I don't know what we're doing wrong.
It's almost like something from one of those movies. This is almost kind of gross, but I'm going to go ahead and say it. Like something has been buried for many, many years.
Like a mummy?
Yes, and they dig it up, and then before your eyes it disintegrates.
Yeah.
That's kind of like what the
Freeze-dried
avocados
guacamole
do. The freeze-dried, yeah.
Very good intentions. And it sounds beautiful on paper, but I will say did we use like 2 jars of it? Because the first, maybe we did something wrong for the first jar. So we did the second jar and it was disappointing as well. So yeah. If you know what I'm doing wrong.
Yeah, if it's worked for you.
Tell me.
Yeah, I'd like to know.
Because I would love to utilize the freeze-dried guacamole that I have in my pantry.
But the mummy did not come back to life in our experience.
The experiment did not go well.
Now Beverly, she's usually buying these big tubes of meat at $10.
Okay, the 10-pound tubes, yes.
Yeah. Is it any good?
Well, yes, it's good.
She wants to know if it's the quality of this meat that we're buying at $10.
I think it's good. Now, I get the 80% lean is what we typically get. I wait for those to go on sale. I don't know, did you have a bad experience with it? We've gotten meat from local farmers and, gotten meat from the store. I really don't.
I mean, because if you think about it, even if it's a big giant tube, whether they put it in 1-pound packages or a big 10-pound, it's the same meat.
Yeah, I don't. If you've had a bad experience with it, put it in the comments because I don't know if I'm just waiting to be traumatized by something or not. But so far, we've been good.
Yeah.
So.
Been fine.
Yeah. You got another one?
Let's see. Well, Virginia.
Okay.
Watched the grocery haul.
Okay.
And noticed you're buying all this food.
Yeah.
And you haven't bought any milk. Where is the milk in your grocery haul?
Yeah, I guess if they're new to the channel, I don't address this in all my grocery hauls.
Because if they're only watching grocery hauls, they don't know about
that's a valid
Daisy.
question. Valid question. Daisy is our Jersey cow. And Daisy gets milked every morning, and she gives us amazing milk. If you know anything about Jersey cows, they are known for their cream line. So we get beautiful cream from Daisy. So no, we don't buy any milk unless we have to dry her off as she's getting closer to having a calf. In that case, yes, I will have to buy milk, but I do buy that locally. I don't buy that from the store, so they still wouldn't see it in a grocery haul.
Can you imagine if you went back there to Daisy and was holding a big jug of milk from the store?
Daisy would cry.
What she would feel like?
Poor Daisy. Yeah, she'd be okay. Yeah, she'd be okay. Same way, we don't buy eggs because we have chickens and we have ducks, so you won't see eggs. I mean, unless something really bad happens, you won't see eggs in a grocery haul. Here it is. We're just easing into fall. And I have all of my eggs preserved for the winter already. I water glassed eggs again, and I do have freeze-dried eggs from last year still on the shelf too. So if you see me buying eggs, something has gone bad wrong. If you see me buying milk from the store, some systems have fallen apart and
something went wrong.
Plans did not go well.
Vicky wants to know, This has to do with grocery hauls.
Okay.
Over here you have dogs.
Yes.
Here you have cats.
Yes.
There's no dog or cat food in these grocery hauls.
I think we've answered this one before.
We've talked about this, and this is where I come in.
Okay.
So, dog and cat food is in the same category as all animal feed, and we get it at a feed store where you buy it in bulk, and it is way cheaper to buy it in 50-pound bags at the feed store than it is in little bitty bags at the grocery store.
Even if I bought it at Sam's Club or any, in bulk at Sam's Club, I mean, they used to sell it there. I'm assuming they still do.
The brand,
I don't know.
the brand name stuff at at the retail stores, because at a feed, if you've never been to a feed store, they buy everything, and I mean like gigantic, the size of a water tower type of a thing, filled full of things, and when they buy it in that type of a volume and they bag it themselves, it's way cheaper.
Yeah. So that's what we do. So it's not in my grocery budget. There is a separate animal feed budget, and every month he tells me here's how much I need, because it does change.
Oh, it varies.
Yeah.
It varies depending on the weather, depending on a lot of factors.
Whether you're buying bales of hay or if we have fresh grass growing. It's even things like if you need the tick preventative and stuff for the dogs, that comes out of the budget that he gives me every month too. It's all lumped together, just basically animal
all the
stuff.
types of animal things that we could, that we would need. Yeah. Okay, I hope I'm pronouncing this right. So Sherry notices a cantaloupe, I guess one of the cantaloupes that we grew in the garden. Is it in Athena,
I think I answered this one on a previous video because I asked Sarah about it and she didn't know for sure what it was. But it did, I know what an Athena cantaloupe looks like too, and she does also. Because it did look very similar to it. So while I can't say for sure yes or no.
I would say as a general rule, and we've done this for years with watermelon and cantaloupe, when you open it up and it's like, oh, this is awesome. Then you keep seeds. Yeah, you keep seeds when you're impressed with the quality.
This one's big. This one's
tasty.
Yes.
And then you save the seeds. So, after doing that a few times, I think you lose track of what they actually are. All you know is we like them. So.
You got another one?
We may have talked about this before. Joanne asks, are any of the kids left-handed?
Oh.
Which I guess we should start off with. I'm right-handed and you're
left-handed.
Left-handed, so.
Okay, so the short and sweet answer is no. None of our 7 children are left-handed, which blows my mind because my dad is left-handed and my mom is right-handed, and I am one of 4 children, 3 of which are left-handed. 3/4 of my parents' children are left-handed. So I thought surely, you would think one of 7, somebody, but no. And even I have, my dad's siblings, they were left-handed. He wasn't a fluke in their family. He was one of 7. And multiple of his siblings were also left-handed. So it was a thing. So I don't know what happened. Something happened with that system as well. But no.
I'm not sure if we've ever answered this question before, but Patty wants to know, is there a bathroom in the summer kitchen?
Oh my gosh.
Is there a bathroom in the summer kitchen?
We have answered that one so many times. No, there's not a bathroom in the summer kitchen.
This is, to me it's amazing that somehow this comes up.
It does come up quite often. It was not, I did not think it would be an issue, but it is a huge issue. I'm so sorry for those of you that it is a huge issue. It was not anything on my radar. And I think that's because maybe in video, it's not easy to see just how close the summer kitchen is to the house.
Yeah, it's just right there.
It's not far away.
Yeah,
and
it's just right there.
The ability to just come in and use the 2 bathrooms we have in the house, it's not a big deal.
And I will do two quick comments on that. One is, if I would have put a bathroom in the building, it would have taken up quite a bit of space, which we didn't have enough extra space to take up.
That's why we went as vertical as we did.
So I don't have it didn't have the space for the bathroom, and you would be surprised. a significant increase in cost. I mean, like big time, 5-digit significant increase in cost if you try to put a bathroom in a building. Linda wants to know, why do you grow jalapenos if you don't like spicy stuff?
That's a good question. Yeah. So, Sam, were you chuckling over there? It sounded like he was chuckling at us. Well, we didn't this year. Did we last year? I don't remember.
It's one of those things that
they grow so well.
Yeah, they grow so well that it's like if you preserve them, it's like you've got years worth.
We can grow them 1 year, and we have 7 years worth of jalapenos for us. So they do. They just grow so well here. Now, Sarah and I, we have had, a meeting and made decisions for next year's garden. We're scaling back. There's like some things like we're not going to grow jalapenos because it doesn't make sense. That's why she asked the question. We're also not going to be canning jams and jellies. Our family just really does not use them.
Yeah, that's not really a big priority for us.
If we have a biscuit or something like that, we are more likely to put butter on it. Or honey than a jam or jelly. I mean, honestly, what we use those mostly for is gifts for other people.
Yeah.
Which are, unique gifts to have if you make dandelion jelly and stuff like that. But yeah, because regular viewers know the time thing, having time to do all the things has been an issue that I'm struggling with. And we're like, why are we spending time doing this stuff that really we're not getting the return on that investment? Yeah.
Okay. Michelle wants to know, are you planning another meet and greet?
Oh.
It was a bigger ordeal than we anticipated.
Yeah. That question depresses me.
Yeah, it's one of those things, in our heart, we would like to do one.
Yes, I love the idea of it, and I enjoyed once it was there.
Yeah.
And it was time to visit with people.
Actually, visiting with people and getting to meet people
lovely.
Was great. There were behind the scenes issues.
Just ugliness that I don't want to deal with again.
I mean, when you have to hire multiple armed security to be there because of things that your messages are getting on, that's bad.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate, but I don't think we're going to, unfortunately, I don't think we would ever try to duplicate that, because now I think it would be even worse.
Yeah.
Because the channel's even bigger, and it's just, I mean, y'all see the news, there's too many crazy stuff. It's sad.
The world is crazy. And if it were just you and I, it'd be different, but taking a bunch of kids there and stuff, it's not worth the risk to me as much as, I mean, it means so much to me that people from, very far away.
Yeah, people flew in.
People flew in.
That part was fantastic.
Yeah.
And we loved meeting folks. And nothing bad happened, but it's just creating that risk.
Stressful.
It was always stressful. That at any second is somebody going to come in here based on things that that were out there.
It was lovely. Yeah. And I will say too that one of the, I guess I would say, negative aspects of YouTube that I never thought about before starting the channel, it's very one-sided. It's us sharing with you all, us, our faces and our home and everything is shared outwardly, but we know very, very little about you all watching our family. The meet and greet was great because I got to see people that loved our family.
Wonderful.
Hug them.
Yeah, wonderful people.
Wonderful people. And having that, what word am I looking for? Having that
two-way,
yes.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. But, and I hate that, I just don't think we can. Yeah. We can do it, but it did mean a lot to me to have the one that we did.
Yeah. I've caught at least 2 people, may have been even more, asked the same question.
Okay.
Both Lee and Diane,
Okay.
what do you plan on doing with these ducks? Do you plan on eating any of these ducks? Or
Yes.
just
Yes.
watching the ducks?
Yes. I love watching the ducks. I love watching the ducks. They bring me a whole bunch of joy.
This is a farm.
It is, yes. And we have purchased duck from Aldi before, and we do enjoy eating duck. It's very tasty.
Yes. This is not a petting zoo.
No.
It's a
So the plan.
practical farm. Yeah.
This is the plan, which we've not actually, pressed the button on the plan yet. What typically happens is you want to keep the females because they lay the eggs, and then we can hatch more ducks and we can grow our flock. But you do end up with too many males. And it is, I know some will say, what do you mean there's too many? The females begin to be harmed because there's too much attention by too many males. It's the same way with chickens.
Yeah, so I think a lot of people that's had chickens know what we're talking about.
Yes. So in order to keep a happy, healthy flock, you need to have that ratio just right. So yes, our ducks have split up into several different flocks. We have some that live in the front yard, some that live in the side yards, some that are back by the cows and the sheep.
Some back in the pasture.
They do separate, and that helps with the, we don't have 5 males and 5 females together. That would be a problem. But yeah.
But you end up with these extra males that don't have their own flock.
And they will serve a different purpose. They will feed our family, and we will still have the females with fertilized eggs that can be either hatched out to grow the flock or eaten. So that's the, sustainability, is that what I'm looking for, for the duck flock.
Tina notices that we grow okra.
Yes.
Do you fry okra?
You would love it if I would fry okra.
I grew up on fried okra.
Yeah, your mom was good at frying stuff. My mom is good at frying stuff. I despise frying stuff.
Janice is not a big frying person.
Well, here's the deal too. Okay, you're an only child. There are 9 people in this house.
A lot of frying.
Frying stuff for a family of 3 is different than for a family of 9.
Very true.
Just the,
logistics.
Yes, swapping it out, keeping the first of it warm while you're frying up the last of it. And I feel like I have too much other stuff going on at a time to babysit a big fan of hot oil.
But what my mom, growing up, very frequently, it would be slices of, not zucchini, the yellow, squash, yes, I couldn't think of the name. Squash, chopped up potatoes, and okra. And she would batter that all up and throw it in there. And it was very yummy. Perhaps not the healthiest thing in the world.
Shawn enjoys fried food. Now, the okra that we use is, that we grow, it is blanched, it is frozen after it's, chopped up into the little pieces. And it tends to be used in gumbo, or surprisingly enough, my protein shakes. It has blood sugar lowering qualities that are good in my protein shakes. And yeah, we just add it to dishes. I very, very rarely fry it. I mean, maybe once a year, but no.
Yeah.
No. I thought about getting one of those, Fry Daddy, those little gadgets that make it easier. But still, we're 9 people.
Yeah, but again, those are made for smaller quantities.
Yes.
So you're still back to the same issue.
So.
And it's something a lot of people who have 2 or 3 children even don't understand. Yeah, when you get like 7 children,
It's different.
you've got to completely rethink cooking so you're not killing yourself with all the
But
cooking.
you still get fried okra. My mom fries stuff, and your mom fries stuff when you go to visit.
And it's
So.
pretty good, yeah.
And you could go to Cracker Barrel or something, I guess. Get you some fried okra. Sorry, I'm no fun.
That's right. Judy notices these GreenStalk tall things that we have.
Yeah.
What's in them? What do you put in those?
Okay, so yeah, GreenStalk towers, for those of you that aren't familiar with them, we had them before we even started the YouTube channel. Yeah, that was something we've had for several years. The channel's been here 2.5 years, so we've had them at least 3 years. And my intent in getting them was to put strawberries in them. And I will say I haven't had the best turnout with strawberries. Now, we have done very, very well with onions in there. Abigail, you want to peek? Abigail's peeking around here on the camera. The green onions do great in them. We have put some regular bulb onions in there too, but primarily we have lots of green onions.
But that's something to think about if someone like lives in town and has a smaller space and you can't put a big garden in. That is a good compromise, or something where you can figure out how to grow something in a small space.
You do have to be better at watering it because it dries out faster. But yeah, you utilize the vertical space, and it has the deep pockets to where you can put root crops in there. So yeah, it has a whole lot of positives, but again, I feel like we're stretched too thin on some things, you know, like get rid of the jalapenos and then you have more time to focus on the other stuff.
Yeah. So, almond flour tortillas.
Okay.
Why are they almond flour instead of just regular?
Okay. Well, the regular ones, Sarah makes homemade flour tortillas for the family, like whenever we do fajitas.
Yeah, fajitas.
Whenever we do fajitas, my brain went but we have a family member that can't have grains, a special diet, and the almond flour tortillas work really well. We could probably make them ourselves. I've never looked into it. It's a convenience food for right now, and I guess, you know, that's something that I could be eating as well, the almond flour tortillas also. So it's just an alternative for fajita night, or tacos for that matter.
So everybody gets fajitas.
Yeah.
Sandra has heard you mention something about the kids went to grandma camp.
Oh, I didn't know where you were going with this.
What is grandma camp?
Okay, grandma camp. How long, Sarah, how long have you guys been doing grandma camp? Any clue?
Forever?
Forever? Okay, so so my mom and dad, every summer, Shawn's mom lives in another state, so this doesn't apply. But for my parents, they do grandma camp each summer. And that's basically where, for our family, we divide them up into 2 groups because there's 7 of them. So basically, over a 1-week period, all the grandkids, there's 16 grandkids, all the grandkids stay at grandma's house, and she takes them to what they do: bowling, go to the movies, the nature center. What are the other things? Swimming at the cousin's pool. Yeah. What else is there? Rural King to get free popcorn. Yeah. They do all kinds of fun things, and every year they swap it up a little bit there, but they look forward to it every year, and that's grandma camp. And I like to think that when they are older, they will have these amazing memories of spending, you know, some close time with their grandparents and with their cousins. And it's just, my grandparents did something similar growing up. Every summer we would go with my grandpa and stay at the family cabin and go fishing for like, 2 or 3 nights. And then we would have a day with grandma where we would go shopping with grandma every summer too, while everybody was out of school. And we did cake decorating lessons a couple summers too. And I just have very, very lovely memories of that time of staying the night at grandma and grandpa's house, and going shopping with my cousins and stuff like that. It was just a lot of fun. So my kids think it's fun too.
Maria asks, you got this little farm.
Okay.
were either of you raised on a farm? Neither of us were raised on this type of a farm.
Yeah, not like this. So my dad is, well, retired, but, you know, is a farmer. And so I grew up on a farm, but it was cropland.
Yeah.
When I was little, he had beef cows. But by the time I was 6th grade or whatever, beef cows were gone, and it was just, you know, row crops, combines and tractors and all that kind of stuff. So yes, farm, but not homestead-ish.
And my great-grandparents that raised my dad was the closest, and they were hardcore, true homestead.
Closer to what we have.
Yeah, so that's the most experience I have as far as personal, hands-on, seeing it with my own eyes is the way my great-grandparents, and they lived well up into their 90s. I was in college when they died.
Yeah, they had the big garden. And
yeah, they had the big, huge garden, and they had always lived that way. And, I mean, far more self-sufficient than we are. And so I do have that experience of seeing that, and my dad growing up there.
But you saw it, but you didn't like work on the farm or
I didn't work
anything
on
like
it,
that.
but I got to, you know, just from seeing it and seeing how they live, and especially now as we're doing some of those things, a lot of the memories are coming back to me of, oh yeah, I remember my great-grandparents doing that. Mm-hmm. Debbie says periodically you are saying something about Trim Healthy Mama, and she doesn't know what that is.
Oh goodness, yeah, that's a thing lately. So, Trim Healthy Mama is a way of eating that I have now switched over to as I'm needing to lower my blood sugar. Since I'm type 2 diabetic, Trim Healthy Mama is not a diabetic diet or anything like that. It is just an eating plan that I have had success with in the past. The family enjoys the recipes. That's what we're having for supper tonight, is a Trim Healthy Mama hubby loving chicken. It's like shake and bake chicken, but homemade. We're having that. So there's a whole bunch of different cookbooks. So I do refer to it quite often because the groceries that I buy and the what we eat in a week videos a lot of times have Trim Healthy Mama recipes. They're not a sponsor. That's nothing like that. It's just something that it's just a big part of our daily life here nowadays. So that's it.
Denise wants to know, we got this new furniture.
Yeah.
Why aren't there any side tables?
There are side tables.
Same 2 side tables we had with the other furniture.
Yeah, well, maybe they're hidden. I'm
I
trying to
think they're just kind of hidden behind, but yeah, we had the same
in the video.
Same side tables.
Here, let me
and
see.
Roughly, not
Here.
too much further
Here,
where they
you
were.
move your analytics paper,
Okay.
and I'll see if I can do this. It's on a tripod here. Oh my goodness. Okay, so can you see that? That's the side
There
table.
you go.
These are the same ones that we had before with the old couches. And the other one, oh goodness, don't drop the tripod. I'm gonna pan around here. Where's the other one at? Can you see it? There, it's in the corner, in the crack there between those 2 couches. So, okay. They exist, they're still here. We're gonna get this set back up again since I have moved everything around. Okay, he says he's got analytics here to go over with us real quick.
Okay, so people kind of like this when we did the live streams. So
I like it.
A few things, and I know this has changed. Device type,
Okay,
and I know from the past, watching on a television was kind of low.
okay.
Now that's number 1.
What?
56%.
If people are watching on the TV?
56% are watching on TV now, through the TV.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay,
then,
put it in the comments. Are you watching us on a TV? Well, if they're watching us on a TV, they're not going to be... it'd be harder to do comments if you're on your phone or on a computer.
Yeah, I would. I'm not techie enough on that.
Okay.
23% mobile phone.
Okay.
Only 8% are sitting behind a computer.
Really?
Which that's the only way I watch anything. Is with a
Yeah,
computer.
yeah.
No. Okay. The age of our viewers has increased.
Okay.
So the 65 plus and then the 55 to 64 have kind of been real close to one another.
Okay.
Not anymore. 40% 65 and above.
Okay.
Only 30% 55 to 64.
Okay.
So it is an older audience. Only 5% of our viewers are 35 or less.
Really? Mm-hmm. Okay.
The other thing that has changed with our analytics, now we're still hovering around 82% are United States, but Canada and the UK used to kind of vary.
Battle for
Canada
2.
has it hands down now.
Uh-oh.
Canada's 4.7, the UK is 3.9. So we have gained more Canadian viewers.
Our Canadian marketing department's going to get a raise.
So 2% Australia, and then Ireland come in 5th.
Huh, okay. That's interesting.
The other one that's kind of different. I have the way to look up what language are people having the channel translated into, and it's been various ones over the years. Spanish, obviously, being a common one, but now Japanese. The most common language that the channel is translated into is Japanese.
No.
So hello to everybody in Japan.
Everybody in Japan, hello. I have heard though that that's common for people learning English
They want to just hear
as a
people
second
talking.
language.
Yeah.
Yes. So.
States, no big changes here. Texas, number 1.
Okay.
Missouri, number 2, which it used to be Missouri was a little lower.
Yep.
Ohio, Ohio has always been high.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is about Ohio, but we always see a lot of the
Yes. We
Ohio,
love the people in Ohio.
The Ohio, Indiana, that area, we always have a lot of folks right up in there. California, and then Florida.
Okay.
Very last is Wyoming.
Wyoming.
I looked
Wyoming.
3 times more people in Hawaii watched this than in Wyoming.
Really?
So,
Okay.
and the channels really are the same, and it's Jamarel is always number 1.
Okay.
And our Tribe of Many is always right up there.
Okay.
Those are always the common ones. And then, I can't remember their names. It's our Tribe of Many, Judah. And,
her son and daughter-in-law.
Yeah.
Judah and Katie.
Their channel is
They're
now
up there now. Okay.
and
Because their channel's relatively new, but of course it just boomed because people already knew them. So yeah, it's neat.
So the Happy Caravan is always
That's the large
always
family,
on there.
very musical.
So it's the
Okay, well those are ones.
The common ones that's always been been on there. No, it hadn't really been any new ones that's popped up.
Okay.
So that pretty much takes care of some of the analytics. Sarah, not our Sarah. Sarah says, "Do you weigh your food?"
No. I weigh the ground beef before I package it up into 2-pound containers. But no, I don't. I just don't have the mental capacity to be weighing my food. Now I do try to eyeball because I'm supposed to have certain protein requirements and the whole palm of your hand 4-ounce guidelines. I eyeball it because I want to make sure I'm getting enough protein, but no, I'm not weighing my food.
Yeah, but she has a channel. I did click on it, and she's like a weightlifting person.
Oh!
So she's like a very healthy person. So now Jess asked a question, and I want to tell you right now, we don't know the answer, but if we have someone here at some point to give us the answer, wants to this new furniture.
Okay.
Would a 6'6" person, which if you've ever noticed, we're not 6'6".
We're short people.
Yeah, we are not tall people.
Oh no.
Would a 6'6" person be comfortable on our furniture? If we will take note of visitors to our home.
Okay, how tall is Chris that came over for Bible study? He's probably the
around
tallest
that.
person.
No, we've got one more. We got one person. We know someone that's taller than him.
That has been here sitting
not,
on
not
it, though.
since, not since
I
the
think
furniture,
Chris is
but
probably the tallest person that has.
he sat here.
He did sit here during Bible study, and he played guitar.
I don't
and
recall him falling off.
He didn't
So.
fall off. So I don't know if he's 6'6", but
So.
he's a tall man. So, and he survived. So I don't know. I'm sorry, I can't be more help on that one.
Drogan.
Okay.
How do you keep squirrels out of the fruit trees?
We don't. We don't. We used to when we
Well,
had younger dogs.
If you've got dogs, and the dogs are very much of, I don't want squirrels in the yard, then it's okay. When Lady was younger, we didn't have a problem because Lady understood, oh, they're not supposed to be here, I'll chase them out. Lady is a little old now.
She's 15.
Yes.
Our blue healer.
She's too old to be chasing, and the newest dog is too young to catch on yet, so he's still in the training. So we're just not at a place right now where we have a dog who is with the program of keep those things out of the yard. So
And because of that, we didn't get a pear harvest this year. The squirrels loved the pears this year. We even saw squirrels in the front yard this year. In 15 years of living here, I've never seen squirrels in the front yard of this property. They stay to the oak trees that are in the back along fence rows, and they've been happy there, and they've left our fruit trees alone. This year, it's just squirrel heaven everywhere, and I'm not a fan of it. So, we'll have to figure something else out.
Tammy wants to know, have you tried avocado oil?
Yes, I have it in the cabinet. Did you know we have it in the cabinet?
Yes.
Oh, you did. Okay. We got it in the cabinet. My thinking was, okay, so when I make mayonnaise, I make it with the extra virgin olive oil. We like it. But I know some people I've read online, they don't like it because they feel they can taste the strong taste of the extra virgin olive oil in it. And they recommend using avocado oil in there instead. So I bought the avocado oil thinking if I'm making mayonnaise-y stuff and we're like taking it somewhere else, that I would use that to make it more pleasant for other people. But you're supposed to be able to use it like for dressings and stuff too. I haven't. Now, I honestly, if you know all the great, sell the avocado oil to me, because where I'm at right now is once I use up what I have, right now I don't plan to restock it. But if you think I should, what I'm really interested in is what is the best thing for me to use like for roasting vegetables. Because I'm hearing conflicting stuff on the extra virgin olive oil that you're not supposed to heat it while roasting vegetables. But I'm not going to use canola oil and the seed oil, so I think avocado oil falls in the same category as extra virgin olive oil. I think you've glazed over.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know. I don't know. I just want fried okra. Can I fry okra?
That's
in
right.
it?
Can we fry okra? What do you mean by lunch meat? Maddie has asked. Can't this meat be eaten at meals other than lunch?
Oh, at other meals. Okay, you had me confused
why
there.
is this meat
Lunch
only
meat.
allowed to be eaten at lunch? This lunch meat.
Okay, so I thought lunch meat was a thing. Am I wrong?
So where we live, both where I grew up as well.
They called it lunch meat there?
Yes. It was,
Okay.
Lunch meat is a thing when you buy prepackaged meat to like make
Sliced up. Yeah.
Whether it be, bologna or whatever. If you go to
Ham,
the store,
turkey,
ham,
roast
turkey,
beef.
and so I'm going to make some quick sandwiches that we can, you get
You said it
lunch
right.
meat.
You said sandwiches.
you get lunch meat. So and I guess in some places they don't call it lunch meat. So
tell them how you say sandwiches.
Okay, sandwich. A lot of my accent from where I used to live still comes out every once in a while.
You always said sandwich.
You got to remember, I moved from one part of the United States to another, and it's a different language here. So the accent
I'm so
periodically
proud of you.
comes out where I used to be from.
But yeah, lunch meat is just the meat that you buy. I mean, I guess you could eat it for breakfast or for supper and stuff like that, but
it's not required to eat at lunch.
I didn't. If it's a regional thing, I didn't realize it was a regional thing. That's my point.
And obviously, we got viewers from all over the place.
Yes.
So
tell me.
So let us know, what's it called where you live?
Yes.
Because in this part of the United States, lunch meat's a common term.
Okay.
So I'm not going to say this person's name.
Okay, why not?
But this person wants to know, does rooster meat taste anything like chicken? Does a rooster taste like a chicken?
Okay.
And also, does venison taste like deer?
No, don't. Okay, so I'm telling you, no. I'm telling you, I'm going to put myself in this person's shoes. Because my knee-jerk reaction is, well, a rooster is a chicken. And that's probably what you were thinking also. But, you're desensitized to this. Back 20 years ago, before we had chickens and before we had a farm, the only thing that you were used to was like the boneless, skinless chicken breast at the store.
Okay.
And I will say, rooster meat, the meat that you get from an adult rooster, is different than the boneless, skinless chicken breast that you're going to get at the store. True?
Yeah, because this is an organic raised out here.
It's just the way the question was worded that makes you chuckle a little bit, because a rooster...
Who was chuckling?
He was chuckling.
Someone chuckled?
You were chuckling.
I was curious what the answer was.
You were chuckling. So it is different. The rooster meat is noticeably darker. Think dark meat on a turkey. It's a darker meat, whereas the boneless, skinless chicken breast, is a white meat. It's a lighter meat, and it is tougher also. So I'm trying to think when I referred to it in a video. What we eat in a week video or something probably. I know whenever we had our meat birds processed, we had some roosters, some extra roosters. Same logic as the ducks.
And they're older.
Yes. But same logic as the ducks. Too many roosters, and they needed to go. And I processed that meat in the Instant Pot just to tenderize it some. Had it all shredded up, cooked in the Instant Pot, and now it's in the freezer ready to go in soups. So there is a difference, but we all know roosters are chickens. We all know this.
Okay.
And the person asking the question, I am sure they knew that.
I'm sure they know.
Everybody tell Shawn to behave.
Okay.
Be nice.
Do you have any watermelons in the garden? Chris has asked.
Yes. Now we did just start getting them in this week.
I think the issue was you bought some watermelons.
I bought a lot of watermelons.
And they're like, why don't you have watermelons in that? Well, but we won't have to be buying any more watermelons at the store for a bit because they're starting to come in.
Sarah was just telling me something about watermelons. You got her on a soapbox now.
Yep.
She's over there. So yes, watermelons were on sale at Kroger this week. I bought 5 of them. I came home with them, and then the next morning Sarah walks in with the first watermelon from the garden. We don't have a ton growing in the garden this year. Possums have really done a number on the cantaloupes and the watermelons, but yes, we do have some in the garden. I had seen someone in previous weeks asking about tomatoes, because I've been buying tomatoes from the store.
They're starting to...
Why don't you have tomatoes coming in from your garden? Why are you buying them from the store? We didn't have them coming in from the garden yet. We do now.
They're starting to come. Yeah,
we
they're
had
turning
some
red
with
now.
supper last night.
Oh,
sliced
wow. Good.
tomatoes with salt, and it was so good. So they're there. They were just delayed.
Sheila wants to know, and I want to know this as well.
Okay.
It says, what's all the hype about?
About what?
That was the question. What is all the hype about?
I don't know.
I don't know.
What video was this
I
on?
don't know.
Do you
I don't
know?
What difference does it make? You just want to know what all the hype is about. So,
I don't know.
I'm thinking about getting on some of our friends' channels and just putting that on there. What's all the hype about?
What, Vicky?
Vicky's-
You're gonna Vicky and Chris?
Chris and Vicky, My Wild Home. Get on there. What's all the hype about? Just say, I don't know. Just see what they say. I don't know.
I don't know.
Everybody should get that question.
Why not? See, now you've got me wondering, what was I talking about in a video? What was this referring
What is all
to?
the hype about?
I don't know.
Well, I got thrown out there. I just wanted. So I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what all the hype is about. Okay.
Wait, my cheeks hurt. Oh.
Malibu Barbie. I think I've heard of her.
Okay.
Malibu Barbie asks, how many eggs are used in a breakfast scramble?
Oh, okay. Let me do a tally. Sam is my breakfast helper, so he probably knows just right off the top of his head. So let me think. Probably about 15, because if we were just doing like plain scrambled eggs, it'd probably be closer to 20, but because there's it was for sausage.
Because
Was it
there's
for
meat in it.
sausage?
Yeah, there's
because
meat
there
in
was
it.
a pound of meat in it, we dial it back a bit. So I'm gonna say about 15. Now, keep in mind, typically, you're not doing breakfast with us, you know, especially if he's at work and stuff like that. So, you know, it's less. I'm not cooking for 9 people, or Sam is not cooking for 9 people for breakfast a lot of times. So 15-ish for sausage scramble.
What is a pillowcase cover? What
Did
is
I
a
call it a pillowcase cover?
You must have said pillowcase cover.
Pillowcase cover? Pillowcase. It's a pillowcase. Did I say pillowcase cover?
This person, I believe,
If
you said pillowcase.
Okay, then I
cover.
probably did. Then I probably said pillowcase cover, and I would have been in my Goodwill haul where I got the pillowcases for 44 cents each.
Okay.
And it was a really good deal, and I was probably excited.
And they cover the pillow.
They do, and I guess maybe I got excited and I called it a pillowcase cover, but it's just a pillowcase.
Okay. Pillowcase cover.
I got excited over good deals.
So, but you know, sometimes I take a pillowcase cover, and I go out and I catch a chicken, and it's sometimes even a rooster, not just a chicken, but a rooster as well, with the pillowcase cover.
Pillowcase cover.
Okay.
Maybe if you want duplicate pillowcases on your pillow, you will put a pillowcase on and then a pillowcase cover over your pillowcase.
What's all the hype about?
I don't know. All about the pillowcase covers. That's what all the hype is about.
Okay. Punky's mom.
Punky's mom. Okay.
Punky's mom.
Okay.
Asked, what is a mushmelon?
Ew. Sarah, do we still have one on the counter, don't we?
Yes, here, hold on.
Okay.
Bring the mushmelon.
Fetch the mushmelon, Sarah. She's got messy hands. Here we go. Okay. You all are familiar with cantaloupes. Thank you, Sarah. So a mushmelon is very, very similar to a cantaloupe. This is a mushmelon. You can see it's more oblong, and it's got these lines, these little wrinkled lines in it. It has a different texture than a cantaloupe. And a cantaloupe, you know, obviously is more just like a ball. But when you cut this open on the inside, it's orange fleshed on the inside, just like a cantaloupe. Its seeds are all in the center of it there, and they look just like cantaloupe seeds. Personally, I feel like a mushmelon is slightly less sweet than a cantaloupe. What do you think? Sarah, what do you think?
They're softer.
They're softer? They're mushier?
No.
No.
Mushmelon. Is
But
that...
not mushy makes you think gross.
Okay, mushy makes you think gross, she says. Not a gross kind of mushy. Just a softer... Creamy, she says. That's a very positive non-gross.
But the taste is the same.
But the taste is the same, she says. So my friend Heather gave me mushmelon seeds. Sarah, what do you think? You guys were little.
2017.
2017?
That's what the package said.
Oh, well, we had them before then. That must have been saved seed. Because you guys were little. My children and her children were little. And she gave me mushmelon seeds. And so we've been growing them. I don't know of anybody else that grows mushmelon. It's not a thing.
I don't know, but you're too young for this. When I was a kid, there was a cartoon called Fat Albert. I'm sure they don't show that anymore.
Hey.
Okay. Okay. Wasn't there a character named Mushmelon? Wasn't one of the friends?
I don't know
wasn't one
that.
of the kids named Mushmelon?
I don't know that.
I
don't know all the characters' names.
It seems like that's coming to my head or something.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. Okay, the last question.
Okay.
From Sharon. Do you freeze dry onions or watermelon? Man, if you freeze dried a watermelon, what will be left?
No, I've not done that. So, okay, my reason for not doing the onions is because my understanding is that you kind of have to detox your freeze dryer afterwards because the smell just gets in everything. And so like if you did apples after that, your apples would end up having a hint of onion in it. And I don't want to go through the hassle of running another bread run. You have to run another bread run to absorb the smells and stuff in there. I just don't want to do it. But yeah, freeze-dried onions would be awesome.
Watermelon?
The watermelon, I've seen mixed reviews.
If you took the entire inside of a watermelon and removed the water, wouldn't it be like the size of the head of a pin?
But it ends up in a dehydrator. Yes, it shrinks up like that in a dehydrator. In a freeze dryer, it just ends up being light and airy.
I see what you're saying, because it'll catch it.
So I think the texture would be different than what you're thinking of, more dehydrated watermelon. Okay. But I've seen mixed reviews, and now because of the guacamole, avocado thing, I'm nervous about doing things that people are iffy over. So I've stuck like milk and eggs and just the, tried and true, can't mess them up things. So no, I haven't, but maybe one of these days.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay, so we still plan to do this periodically because you put questions in the different videos as I'm going through and looking at comments. And again, and we've already talked about this, please don't be offended that you don't get personal responses on. There's just so many comments at this point.
I do every once in a while. I sit down, especially, if we're driving or something, and I can just sit on my phone and maybe answer some questions and stuff while you're driving, then I might, do it then, but I'm not spending as much time, especially as the channel grows. I don't foresee this going back to the way it used to be.
Because you got to understand, if you're looking at one video and you're seeing that there's 300 comments, we're not getting 300 comments because we're still getting comments on all the other videos.
From 2 years ago.
2 years worth of videos that still are getting comments. So it's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of comments. Coming all the time, so just keep that in mind.
But don't stop commenting.
Yeah, we want the comments, and I'm trying to go through there and find these questions.
I love the comments, and he's got his notebook.
Yeah, I got my notebook. I'm jotting stuff down, and it's also an opportunity. You can comment to each other, so you can ask a question, and other viewers can also respond. So that's something to take advantage of.
Having a sweet community here is important to me too, and so I do like that. I like seeing that on there. Makes me happy to see you guys supporting each other, even if I'm not able to get on there and leave a personal note. So thank you to those that take the time to answer questions, especially the regular viewers that know things.
Yeah, that's really helpful when people ask the questions like, is there a bathroom in the summer kitchen? Or of other people getting on there and saying, Yeah, they've answered this
Yeah.
before, and then they answer
Yeah.
it for us. And there's several
I appreciate
people who
it.
do that quite a bit. And yes, we appreciate very much when y'all do that.
Yeah. So, well, guys, thanks a lot for hanging out with us here. If you have questions that you would like answered, put them in the comments. He will jot them down, and the next time we gear up to do one of these videos, I mean, your question is probably going to be on the list here.
Makes it in the notebook.
He had 2 big long pages of questions on here that he had that he had read online. So that's our current course of action, and we'll just keep going like that. So make sure that you do the thumbs up, because the whole YouTube algorithm thing, I don't understand why it works, but it does. Double check that you are subscribed, because YouTube will unsubscribe you and you won't even know it. And I don't understand why they do that either.
61% of our viewers are subscribed, 39% are not.
Really?
Should have threw that out there.
Okay. Double check. And then just tell people, use word of mouth. It really does help our family's channel grow. I know it may just seem like nothing, but that really is what has gotten our channel to be what it is you all telling others about our channel. So thank you for doing that. The plan is at this point for there to be Wednesday evening another health update video. I do have more to share with you guys, since I did see my medical provider, my nurse practitioner this week, and I'll share more of that with you all on Wednesday. So I will see you later, guys. And Shawn, who knows when Shawn will be back? He just kind of, we'll see.
Pops in and out.
Everybody says bye, Shawn. We'll see you later, Shawn. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching Ozark Family Homestead.